what's up? I have a new camera setup and it looks so much better. How do you like that new intro? I think the intro is so cool. That was like the idea of what I wanted as an intro whenever I started the channel, but I didn't have enough like footage to make like a film montage of like different vlogs, so I think that was really cool and it'll kind of sum up like the channel that I have. Plus that music is really cool. I found a website finally that has like really good royalty-free music, and I'll like post a link to that down below, but it's a pretty good website and I'm currently doing the 30-day free trial, so cool. This is filmed on my new Sony a6000 and I've typically been filming with this guy and I've done a lot of good filming with it, but it was time for an upgrade, and who goes to Scandinavia, Finland, whatever, without like a nice camera? Because there's gonna be so much cool stuff to film and take photos of, and I'm just doing myself a great favor by using this. Also, if you can hear people in the background, it's because I'm at home and the walls are very thin and you can hear everything that anybody says, so that's great. But I wanted to do like a sit down video because I haven't really done one on the channel specifically talking about like a specific subject, like what's next in life. So today I'm going to be talking about Finland and basically why I'm going, where I'm going, what am I studying, when do I leave, when do I come back, answering all the questions that probably nobody is wondering because I'm boring and awkward, so but anyways, so as you may know if you followed along in the vlogs, or for those of you who haven't seen a video before, I'm studying abroad next semester. So in the US I study at Western Carolina University. It's a school in Western North Carolina, so like west of Asheville in the mountains, and it's the best place ever. But it's been a goal of mine and a dream of mine to study abroad while in college, so I'm doing that next semester. Technically 13 days from now I fly to a different country and live for 5 months. That's crazy. So I go to Western, and Western offers many different programs that you can study abroad through, and so I'm going through a program called ISEP, and ISEP is a pretty big program. They offer like a lot of different schools that you can choose from. So the way that ISEP works is that you list up to 10 schools and they will place you into a school they feel is like a best fit for you. And so I only listed 5 just because there wasn't really 10 different ones that I wanted to list, or 10 different places I wanted to go to. All I knew is that I wanted to go to Europe. So I was looking around and seeing like what all would be compatible, and so on ISEP's website they show you like the school, what they recommend you studying while you're there, and so I've kind of like narrowed down my options to like filter it to fit what I'm going to school for. So I'm going to school for entrepreneurship, that's my major, and I have a double minor in art and anthropology, but that kind of all changed during the process of me going abroad because it's been an interesting process. So so I put entrepreneurship into the filter and it just kind of showed me what all schools would offer it. So my top 5, I don't even remember all of the 5 that I chose, but my top schools, my first one was going to be in the Netherlands at Radboud University. My second one was going to be a school in England, but those are like the hardest ones to get into, so that had like a really high level of like being competitive. And then my number 3 was Finland. So I'm gonna be studying abroad in the University of Oulu, well, at the University of Oulu, which is in Finland. It's about 125 miles south of the Arctic Circle, so it's basically in the Arctic, essentially. It's kind of on the left side of Finland if you're looking at a map, and it's right next to the Baltic Sea, and it's like a really cool place. Oulu is technically the second biggest city in comparison to like Helsinki, which is their capital. Helsinki is like very south, whereas Oulu is like pretty north, but not as north as like the Laplands, if you know like that area. I didn't before I got placed there, So yeah, I'll be there. And originally I was supposed to study entrepreneurship, but the school and ISEP, I think, kind of had a miscommunication because technically I'm not like high enough or further along in the major to take the classes that they're offering over there, which was kind of confusing and frustrating and a big ordeal, but I got everything figured out. So now I'm taking all anthropology classes while I'm there, and then one Finnish language course, which will be interesting, but I'll need it because most people speak English, but like I feel like it's kind of doing a disservice if I'm going into a country to just speak English from where I'm from and not technically immerse myself fully into the culture, which a lot of the culture comes from their language. So thought it'd be cool to do that. So yeah, all anthropology classes and a language course, and it'll be different. So like the way that I do it through my school now is like I use financial aid because college is expensive and I can't come out of pocket with all of that. And so like my financial aid at Western covers room and board, meal plan, and tuition. And so I'm still paying my room and board, my tuition, and my meal plan to Western. But since I'm doing ISEP exchange, someone from Oulu comes to Western and I go to Oulu. So we switch spots. So I'm paying for their spot here and they're paying for my spot there. Kinda, yeah. But I'll be in an apartment over there. But it's kind of odd. It's kind of a dorm, but like we don't share a space. All I share is like a common walk-in area and a porch. But I have my own room and my own bathroom, which I'm kind of thankful for because it'd be interesting to have like a random roommate because yeah, in a foreign country, I don't know, that'd be weird. Yeah. But the apartment's really cool. And I technically move in January 1st, New Year's. I fly there the 31st, which is crazy. So, yeah. It's gonna be interesting. The whole process of me going abroad has been pretty complicated. It really depends on the country. That depends on how complex it is as far as like the things you have to go through to even be able to stay in the country for so long. So, in the previous and a few vlogs earlier, you saw where I went to DC. And DC, I had to go there to basically show up to the VFS global office, which is like kind of outsourced by the Finland embassy for, it's not even really an interview, it's more for them to see that you are who you say that you are through like online stuff, just to make sure that they're not like letting some wacko into their country. So I did all that. That was crazy, but that's done. Spent a lot of money on my residence permit, the application, the biometrics, going to DC, insurance. It's been expensive, but it's not nearly as expensive as like some people say that going abroad is. I mean, if you find the right program, you can do it like reasonably. I've probably spent upwards of $3,000 out of pocket just on like the flight, residence permit stuff, that sort of thing. I've got everything lined up over there. I don't even know like when my classes are, what time, what day. I figured that out during orientation there, but I fly in 13 days. My total travel time is 21 hours, which is going to be probably hell on earth, but I mean, I guess it'll be worth it. I mean, it will be worth it. But whenever I get over there, I meet my kumi, which is what they call the student tutors over there. Essentially the person that's going to help me around for the first like few weeks, just to get into the routine of like life there and the culture and just like any questions I have. So this person who I've just recently got in contact with the past few days is going to help me with everything, which will be great. And they are like somebody who is Finnish, I'm pretty sure, and then they study something that's kind of related to what I'm studying. So my person is studying the Finnish language, which is really cool. So she'll be able to help me because I'm going to need it because I don't know anything in Finnish. So that would be cool. But yeah, I'll be there from January 1st until May 31st. That's when my lease ends in my apartment. So I'll be there for 5 months, which is gonna be so cool. I have a friend named Maya who is studying abroad in Ireland. And so before, like, we both moved out of our dorm and left WCU, we were talking about possibly meeting up. And I think it'd be really cool to go to Ireland, but the flight ticket's really expensive, which surprises me because typically, like, to fly somewhere within Europe is not that expensive, but for some reason, like, where Finland is, I guess, is not a good region as far as, like, flying places cheaply. But if it was up to me, I would, like, really want to go on an excursion to either Ireland or, like, possibly Iceland. That's, like, the #1 place that I'd love to travel to. It's, like, on my bucket list. I'll probably post a video towards the beginning of the year about, like, moving to Finland and, like, the travel there, because that'll be crazy. And it'll probably be long, so I may do it in, like, a 2-part thing. But my flight's gonna be long, and I have 4 different, like, flights just to get there. So I go from Greenville to Philadelphia to Manchester in the UK to Helsinki to Oulu. 5 locations, 4 flights. Gonna die. Not really. So yeah, that's kind of an overview of, like, life right now. I'm working a week this week, only week, and then I'll have 1 more week left, and that'll be just time spent with family doing that sort of thing. And then I fly out and I'll be gone for a long time, and I'm so excited for the cold climate. That's gonna be, like, so cool. And there's, like, legit snow, and it'll be on the ground for a long time, which is so cool. So yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be the best experience ever. It'll probably be, like, a hard adjustment in the beginning, but I'm gonna try to force myself to, like, be involved with people and meet a lot of people and try to be, like, more social, even though I'm not a majorly social person. Even though it may seem like it in the vlogs, just because I've made those friends in college and we're all pretty close and crazy. But yeah, that's where I'm at, and I'll post another video after this, and then after that, and I'll be in Finland very soon. But this is just kind of testing out the new camera and what that's like, and a new like, format of how I'm gonna vlog. So yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, catch me in Finland.